And it was interesting to see how many other techies were closet creatives, writers, painters, musicians, people who have degrees, master's degrees in the arts, the fine arts or performing arts, and they became techies, engineers. So this is a bit of an experiment. I was at a tech build night where we were building with agents, and during the night we were showing each other what we had built, everything ranging from using an agent for a physics project to an app that was designed to help elderly. During that night, I discovered that there were so many techies who were creative outside of tech. And the discussion was, well, I'd love to go to a writing group or a painting group, but talking about AI there would be taboo, would not be welcomed. So what I shared with them was that I was also a writer and a painter, and yes, a techie. And this channel is not for techies only. If you have a career that you would feel it would frown on or see you as weak or flaky or lesser somehow because you've come, quote unquote, out of the closet with your creative self, I wanted to create this channel for us as a playground, a sandbox, an open field to be creative, to give you space to re-embrace your humanity. Because yes, in the face of AI, there is so much pressure to keep up, to produce, to learn, to deliver, to deploy, to sell, optimize. And I'm concerned about the entropy on the human self, the human body, the human being. That's you. That's me. And to create an intentional space where we protect our ability to think. Because if you've noticed, if you use AI a lot, whether it be for work or for your personal uses, if you haven't written anything on your own for a long time, it's difficult to have the desire to sit with pen and paper and hear yourself, what you actually want to say. Or if you're an artist, or if you were an artist and you haven't painted or drawn or sculpted, maybe you haven't sang or danced, maybe you haven't acted because you became efficient. You felt the pull to become utility, what is usable, what is common, and what is required. I'm leaning on a video by one of my favorite creators and writers, modern day philosophers, if you will, Dan Coe. And his thought, his prompt, his idea, his challenge was if you wanted to protect your ability to think, you must create something by hand. So to practice keeping our minds sharp, keeping them creative, this YouTube channel, Pixels, Paint, and Prose, every week I post one word to enhance our English vocabulary. If you are a creative or an artist or maker in any other discipline, you are absolutely welcome here. And if you're here as an English as a second or other language student, you're welcome here as well. Join in with us in using the word of the week to practice, build, and expand your vocabulary, whilst also getting to be creative again. So the word for the week I chose was hearth. Hearth. When you hear that word, what do you feel? Hearth. How does that land in your body, in your mind? I'm not going to define it this week. If you were to write just 100 words about hearth, describing it, maybe it's something special in your life, a memory, or if you were to create a visual art representing hearth, or if you're musical, what does hearth sound like? What do you hear when you're around a hearth? Hum it, sing it, strum, play it. Creating a safe, creative space for us every week that we can come back to our human selves and not need to keep up, to be on time. Because here at Pixels, Paint, and Prose, we're learning and playing and being human again together. If you like this content and you think I should do more of these videos, please let me know. I feel we might be onto something here, that there are plenty of people who actually have this need for an outlet. And you've taken a career or a focus elsewhere for the sake of utility. Maybe life required it and you stepped away. Well, here's a calling back. Calling you back home. See you next week. And I would love to hear and see what you've come up with in the comments. See you next week. Bye.